Hey guys, I hope you're having a good weekend. Today we are going to be looking at solving one-step equations with addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, go ahead and title this one-step equations with addition and subtraction. And your essential question is asking yourself why. Why is it important to keep equations balanced? Why are we talking about this balanced? Okay, so the two properties that helps us keep equations balanced are addition property of equality and subtraction property of equality. Addition property of equality says in a lump sum, if you add in one number to one side of your equation, add it to the other side of the equation, your equation will stay balanced. And why is that important? Subtraction property of equality states if you subtract a number from one side of your equation and you subtract that same number from the other side, why is it important? It stays balanced, and why is that important? Okay, I want you to add this in here. When I say the word sides, I'm talking about the separation of that equal sign right here. Here's your sides. Side 1, and side 2. Here's what sides I'm talking about. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into some examples, and while we're going through these, I want you to think about why is it important that they stay balanced. Alright, let's get started on those examples. Okay, example 1, solve the equation, check your solution. Okay, I'm going to become super picky on what solving equations look like. Okay. When you are solving these equations, I need you to be diligent in these little things, because these ones, I know most of you can do these in your head. I know. Okay, but I need you to be diligent with these little things before we get started on the bigger problems, okay? So, in your notes, you do need to write the problem down. I do need to see the problem written down. Okay, then I also need to see this line showing me that, hey, I know which side is which. Okay, here's side 1 and here's side 2, because our properties are telling us where to add and where not to add. Okay, so we're going to solve for P. I know in your head you're like, oh, that one's obvious. 7 minus 5 is 2, but I need you to put the algebra behind it on why it is, okay? So, P minus 5, the subtraction property of equality says if you subtract a number from both sides, it stays equivalent. But we don't want to subtract, we want to use that addition property of equality because we want to undo the subtraction. We're looking at undoing the subtraction. Okay, we get P by itself, okay, and P is equal to what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Negative 2 plus 5 is 3. Was my mental work correct? No. Some of us make that mistake, and that's why we're writing down these problems. Some of us were not, like, oh, obviously, Mrs. Aki, that wasn't 7 before, because it says negative 2. Good, but now I just want you guys to show your work behind it. Okay. So it's not always going to be quick and easy work. If this wasn't making any sense, remember, we can use those algebra tiles. And let me make sure I have the correct colors. This says P. Here's one P. Okay. And then with P, we have negative 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, equal to, still have to have that. Here's our sides, equal to negative 2. Now I want to chunk all of my variables on one side and all of my constants on the other. Okay, remember variables are letters, okay? So in order to get rid of these chunked variables here, I have to do the opposite. I have to have 5 positives. Keep my equation balanced, I have to add 5 positives here too. Okay, now we're going to cancel out. Cancel, 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 and cancel. And we'll get 1P is equal to 3. P equals 3. We are trying to get away from the algebra tile, so because when we get into problems like 2 and 3, we can't be using decimal places of these. Okay, so again, problem number 2, I want you to write the problem down. Write the problem down, okay? I'm going to show you how to go back and check your work algebraically next, okay? Write your problem down. Show me how you know which side is which with this line down here, okay? So we have W plus 13.4. We want to bring this 13.2 to the other side so we can get W by itself. All right? So how do we undo this addition of 13.2? We take away this 13.2. 13.2. What we do to one side, we have to do to the other. 13.2. Okay. We undid this, so now it says W equals 10.4 minus 13.2. Okay, I'm taking away more than I have here, so I'm going to set this problem, let me get my scratch work, as 13.2 minus 10.4, because I know the answer is going to be negative, okay? So, got to borrow. 12 minus 4 is 8. Carry down that decimal. 2 minus 0 is 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, negative 2.8. How can we check to make sure we did our work right? We take this number, and we plug it back in for W. We substitute it back in for W to check to see. So check. Let's check. Negative 2.8 plus 13.2. Let's see what that equals. Same sign or different signs? They're different signs. So 13.2 minus 2.8. They're different signs. 13 is further from 0, so I know my answer is going to be positive. And I'm just going to subtract. Got to borrow. 12 minus 8 is 4. 2 minus 2 is 0. And got to carry down that 1. Did I get 10.4? Yes, I did. So our answer is good to go. All right, let's go to problem number 3. Problem number 3, write the problem down. Show me you know which side is which, okay? We have x minus 5, 6. I want to undo 5, 6 and bring it over to this side so our constants are together, just like this visual aid is saying. Bring it to this side so our constants are all together. Okay, because in the end, I want it to say variable equals. X equals. How do I undo the subtraction of 5, 6? I add 5, 6. 5, 6. Ooh, this one's going to be a nice one. Add 5, 6. Okay. Negative 1, 6. Negative 1, 6. Plus 5, 6. Negative 1 plus 5. Different signs. 5 is further, is 4. Keep the denominator 6. This reduces down to 2/3. 2/3. Okay, let's check our work. 2/3. Here's my check. 2/3 minus 5, 6. Okay, let me go through and make some erases so I have some more room. All I did was plug 2/3 back into here. 2/3 minus 5, 6. Make this the same. 4, 6 minus 5, 6 is negative 1, 6. And that's what I was supposed to get. Was negative 1, 6. That's what I was supposed to get right here. All right, perfect. Let's go on to our next example. Our last example. A company has a profit of $120.50 today. The profit is $145.25 less than the profit P yesterday. Write an equation that can be used to find P. So we have to use P as our variable. This is an equation, so it has to have an equal sign. Two things that equations have: variables and equal signs. A company has a profit of $120.50 today. The profit is $45.25 less than the profit yesterday. So profit yesterday minus 145.25 profit yesterday minus $145.25 has to equal the profit today. Okay, now we're ready to solve. Show me you know what sides, which side's which. Okay, how do you undo? This says subtraction. You undo subtraction with addition. So we're going to add 145.25. What we do to one side, subtract addition property of equality, what we do to one side, we have to do to the other. Add 145.25. Okay, now we have P, our variable, by itself. Okay, the profit yesterday, because it told us to use P, the profit yesterday was 5,752. $265.75. All right, go ahead and try these on your own problems, working on these decimals for sure, okay? And then when you're ready to check your answers, go ahead and press resume. Awesome, thank you for pausing your video. Here's what you should have gotten in your answers. Go ahead and take the checkpoint and make sure you answer this essential question: why do we keep equations balanced? Why is it important? I hope you guys are having a good weekend again, and see you Tuesday.